This is MarjanKalanaki, and I want to present you the application I've made for GC01, the introduction for Java programming. This is a patient registry management system application that I've made, and before opening the application, I want to show you the database I have created for this application. My database has 4 tables, and the first one I'm going to show you is the patients table that has all the details about each patient. It's just the personal information about the patients, like first name, date of birth, the address, postcode, telephone, all of these. And the other table is the medical condition. The medical condition table has all the lists of the conditions that a doctor wants to assign to each patient. And it's possible for the doctor to add new conditions, delete some conditions, so that the list can be updatable at any time. The third table is the patient appointment, and the patient appointment table is connected to the patient's table and the medical condition table by the patient ID and the condition ID. And then each patient can have different appointments. So anytime that a patient visits the doctor, it can have a new appointment date, new patient comment, new doctor comment on this window. And the user table is just a table that I saved my username and password. At the moment, it's just one username and password that I've saved. When I run the application, the first window is just a login window. If my login information is not correct, it just gives me this, notifies me that it's not correct. So I enter it again, and my password is Kalan if you want to do it yourself, Kalan. This is the first window when my application opens. This is the table that the patient's records are stored. At the beginning, if I want to show you how to add a new patient, this is my menu, and in the show section, you can add new patient, but there is also a shortcut that you can use, Control P. You can add a new patient like Anna Smith, anything, female. And then address line. You can import the profile image, but at the moment I just choose a random image. And when you import your image, you can also click on this small image so that it shows you on a bigger window. If I press OK, it says saved successfully, but if it cannot connect to the database for any reason, then it says that cannot connect to the database or cannot save to the database, or any error that relates to that problem. Now when I saved my patient record, I can go to the patient table and I can find this new one, which is Anna Smith. Now I want to add a new appointment for Anna Smith. I double click here and this window shows up. The right table is just the appointment table, and then here down at the bottom bottom, the appointment date is already set to the current date, but if you want, you can also change that date. Patient comment, and I forgot to show you that you can also, you need to also add new conditions here as before you want to add the appointment for the patient. For example, back pain, or and then I look for a website for back pain, like the NHS website. I paste it here. And also, if I click there, this website comes. Now I can go again to Window, Show, Patient Table, Anna Smith again, and go here. Back pain is here, and then the patient can have any comment in here. I have terrible pain, and then the doctor prescribed pain killers. If I press OK, it says saved successfully. And if I you see the record in this window as well. And now if I want to, for example, change the telephone number of Anna Smith, I can do it here, or I can also do it anywhere. I mean, I can go back to patient table and then come back here. I want to change the telephone number to if I click OK, it says updated successfully. And in my table, or all of my tables, I have put this functionality that you can delete a record. Like this one, I want to delete it. And then first it asks, are you sure you want to delete this patient record? And I say, OK. And also, if Anna Smith wants to visit the doctor again in another date, and then say something, so we have two records now. That's it. That's all about it. But another thing that I forgot to mention is the preferences window. At the beginning, before using this application, it's better to set up the database connection settings by username, password, and port at the